The government shutdown is now quickly and painfully approaching the longest in our nation's history. This afternoon, the Senate reconvened, but it does not appear an agreement will be reached.
Meanwhile, tens of millions of Americans are wondering if and when they'll receive their SNAP benefits this month. Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Drew Wilder has more tonight from a food bank where a weeks-long political standoff is leaving local residents in a fight to feed their families.
We don't have a lot of food.
Diego Pineda is one of hundreds of people who lined up at Food for Others today, a food bank in Fairfax County that's bracing for an expected 20% increase in the number of people who need food assistance this month. Pineda says he's here because he's not sure if his SNAP benefits will actually be available this month.
Everybody is depending on these SNAPs and programs and benefits, and for them to just cut it off or have this shutdown go on for so long, it's not helpful.
Today, the Trump administration told a federal judge it will use billions of dollars in USDA's contingency fund to partially fund SNAP benefits in November. The administration says it will cover 50% of eligible households' current allotments for the month, though Virginia has already started covering this week's SNAP through the Youngkin administration's new VENA program, which was quickly stood up to cover SNAP during the shutdown. Today, Democratic Congressman James Walkinshaw visited a food bank where he blasted the president for not coming to the negotiating table with Democrats more.
He wrote a book or had someone ghostwrite for him a book called Art of the Deal. He played a character on TV who knew how to negotiate and cut deals. We need him to play that character now in real life in Washington.
Democrats are still holding out for an agreement on federal government subsidies for people who get their insurance through the Affordable Care Act. Open enrollment starts this week, so there's some criticism that Democrats could soon lose their leverage, though the Republican Speaker of the House claims this shutdown has never been about health care subsidies.
The resolution on the COVID-era Obamacare subsidy issue was always going to be slated for debate in October, November, and December. Everybody knows that, and every Democrat knows that. It's an issue that's too complex to be solved on a short-term funding measure like a CR. They know that very well. This is about fear.
Johnson claims Democrats are using the current shutdown to try to give them a political edge in tomorrow's elections, including the statewide races right here in Virginia. Reporting in Fairfax County, Drew Wilder, News 4.
We know the government shutdown can be confusing to follow, and we're working for you throughout the process. When we're off air, you can always find all our latest reporting as well as information on local resources for those in need online and in our NBC Washington app.